Our presentation is on esports player health concerns and strategies. One element of gaming that affects player health is posture. Prolonged sitting risks reduced blood flow, which disrupts healthy and normal blood flow patterns. This in turn can cause hypertension, swelling or stiffness in the muscles, and numbness. Bad posture also puts strain on muscles and joints, specifically in the back and the neck. Water intake and proper nutrition also affect player health. Dehydration can result in an increased core temperature due to a lack of sufficient water in the body. This also reduces sweat flow and blood volume and can gradually lead to more serious risks. Mental stamina, focus, and memory are also affected by these factors. Dehydration and poor nutrition are common due to both gaming culture and the convenience of unhealthier items such as soda, energy drinks, and snack food. Injuries are extremely common in the eyes and hands of players. Eye strain occurs after prolonged screen exposure, and the effects are much more severe without sufficient protection such as blue light glasses or sufficient screen breaks. Eye fatigue, blurred vision, dry eye, and more are also common afflictions. Hand and wrist pain is also very common in the community, and it affects 30 to 36% of gamers. This means stretching is very important. Lastly, aside from physical concerns, there are also mental health concerns among esports gamers. Inconsistent sleep schedules and abnormal sleep patterns due to late-night gaming can cause risks such as hypertension, high blood pressure, headaches, and more. Addictive behaviors within gaming are also very common, and these can negatively impact mental and emotional health and allow for neglect in other areas of life. We also made sure to include some preventative methods in order to emphasize and explain how to prevent injury before it occurs when gaming. The first method is by keeping good posture and taking frequent breaks. Good posture is extremely important to prevent back pain. Make sure to adjust your screen so that you are not craning your neck to see it. It's also important to avoid slouching and have a quality chair that supports good posture. Taking frequent breaks gives your eyes and muscles a break to recharge. One break every 30 minutes is ideal. Hydration is also very important, and this can be emphasized during your breaks. Strength and flexibility are also two significant categories to focus on to prevent gaming injury. In terms of hand stretches, the finger lift is a great stretch for gamers. This consists of resting the palm of your hand flat on a table, lifting one thumb up and holding for 10 seconds, and then repeat for every finger. The thumb flex is also useful and is as follows. Hold your hand in front of you with your palm up and stretch your thumb as far away from your other fingers as possible. Slowly bend your thumb across your palm until it touches the base of your small finger. Repeat 5 times for each hand. Both of these stretches help to prevent cramps in your hands when gaming. In terms of back stretches, there are 2 that will help alleviate pain. Stand with your feet flat on the ground, shoulder width apart. Reach down to touch your toes and hold for as long as you can. Then stand upright and rotate your torso to the left and right while keeping your feet still. Hold these positions for as long as you can as well. In continuation with the idea of alleviating pain in the hands, keeping hands in a neutral grip will also be very useful. A neutral grip consists of keeping the wrist straight, not bent forward, backward, or to either side. It also means relaxing your hand muscles as much as possible during gameplay. Keeping a tight grip while gaming can compress some of the narrow passageways in the hands and arms where nerves travel, and this can cause a lot of pain and cramping in the hands. A neutral grip when gaming is vital in avoiding discomfort and pain. Stretching also works as a combative method once injuries or strains have already occurred. Perform these every few hours to relieve pain temporarily in areas like the head, neck, shoulders, arms, and wrists. One stretch that can be beneficial is clasping your hands together and pushing them outwards. Stretching straight out in front of you helps to target the muscles in your forearms, wrist, and between the shoulder blades. Pushing your arms up above your head targets the muscles in your upper torso. The next stretch is a simple wrist stretch that's done by extending your arm and flexing and extending your wrist while applying pressure to it with your opposite hand. The next stretch is a tricep and upper back stretch. Put one arm up, bend it at the elbow, and pull that elbow down towards the midline of the body with the opposite hand as shown. The final stretch is for your fingers. This is done by spreading your fingers apart from one another as widely as you can and holding it for 10 seconds. Then close your fingers into a fist and hold that for 10 seconds. Applying a cold compress to any areas where you're experiencing pain can reduce soreness or swelling. Our final combative method for esports injuries is physical therapy. This can help with recovering from injuries. One study done by a hand therapist, Doug Rich, found a 50% increase in recovery in his patients who incorporated trigger point dry needling therapy into their physical therapy. Trigger point dry needling is using a cluster of tiny needles to help reduce tension in the muscles. By being aware of potential risks for esports gamers, preventative methods to avoid these injuries, and combative methods to rehabilitate injuries once they occur, we hope that those who participate in the community can develop healthier habits moving forward.